Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and I thought I'd make a little bit of a fun video here, because, well, everybody loves Unhinged and everybody loves Unglued. They're the two kind of joke sets that kind of, I don't know, what would you call it? Self-deprecating jokes about the game by Wizards of the Coast, I guess is the best way to describe them. I mean, there's stuff that just made fun of mechanics, made fun of, like, mistakes and famous cards and, like, rumors and I mean, they were just great. I really hope that they come out with an unset in the next year. It actually is extremely possible. I mean, I think it would sell even better than Conspiracy, and people would just buy it if they wanted it. They wouldn't buy it like due to, oh, is it printed in this volume or that volume? What's legal and standard versus just Commander? Like, who cares? They just buy it because they're funny. Anyway, once in a while, it seems like they accidentally print an unset card in an actual standard set. And so people like to look at certain cards and just say, what the hell was Wizards thinking? Like, of course, the one that I very recently did a video on, Chaos Orb. You have to flip it at least once over the air and drop it at least 1 foot, and then what it lands on gets destroyed. That was a real card. In fact, there was Falling Star as well. I mean that's like the card game equivalent of like breaking the fourth wall when you involve the physical world in 3 dimensions. Apparently, there's another zone in Magic that you haven't heard of called 1 foot in the air vertically. Yes, you have to play the card from that zone. But I came across 2 cards from different games that I had to share with you guys because if you thought Magic was bad, oh my gosh, thus the title of this video. You'll definitely find yourself saying, well, at least they weren't printed in Magic. Number 1, and I seriously doubt that this was ever legal at any point. It's Blank's Pikachu. That's right, they didn't even name the card. It says promo right in there, so I don't know. A lot of promo cards aren't legal. I don't know. I was too lazy to check. I don't even know where to check. So if you really want, look it up. I'm going to take a wild guess that this was never legal, though, because we'll just say Dess's Pikachu has 50 hit points, and it has an attack. God, this is so stupid. It has an attack called Birthday Surprise. If it's not your birthday, this attack does 30 damage. Oh, but if it is your birthday, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 damage plus 50 more damage. That's like a lot of damage for real, though. If tails, this attack does 30 damage. And then you have to fill in your birth date on the bottom. They've got a line for it. What the hell is this card? Wake up like freaking 12:01 in the morning on your birthday and be like, I have to battle some people. I have to duel everybody because I could deal 80 damage with this little piece of crap Pokemon. And then you flip up tails and then they knock it out. If this was allowed at an actual tournament, like how would you prove it? Because most people under 16 wouldn't even have an ID on them. You just have to take their word for it. So that one was pretty funny. But this one from Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes the cake because this is like the pinnacle of what the hell were they thinking level design. This is like Smuggler's Copter level what the hell. Yeah, I went there. Now, it would appear that this card came out in 96. To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure card sleeves were invented yet, but still, there's still some logical problems with this. I'm talking about Parasite, which, by the way, even the name was like, we just don't care. We've clearly given up at this point. Let's just name it Parasite. Okay, first of all, I was wondering, I'm like, oh, cool, new word. I'm going to continue my English education by looking it up. Yay, word of the day. Dictionary.com says it doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a parasite. Now, here's the thing. According to UrbanDictionary.com, which is really just a more reliable source than Dictionary.com, they claim it's when you ask someone or want someone to kill you but not actually kill you. Not really sure what they were getting at with that. I don't get it. I mean, unless they mean like it's supposed to be like a hyperbole, but it sounds way more like direct Latin scientific wording. You know, like, oh, I forgot to do my homework, kill me now, you know, like that. I'm just going to say it's when you kill a paratrooper and leave it at that. How about that? So get this. So it has a flip ability, which means when it's flipped up, and I guess in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's when it changes from defense to attack mode or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Very well. Anyway, when it's flipped up, put this card face up in your opponent's deck and shuffle it When your opponent draws this card, it is special summoned to their side of the field in face-up defensive position and inflicts 1,000 damage to them, which is actually pretty significant. Then, while this card is face up, on the field, all monsters your opponent controls become insect-type monsters. Who cares? So first of all, sleeve matching colors. You're going to see this card. Secondly, okay, de-sleeve your entire deck. I'll wait. Go ahead. Well, no, the card's still face up. I mean, why would they say face up? Why would they not say face down so that it's a surprise to everybody? Okay, let's follow this through logically. You put it face up in your opponent's deck. Okay, so you stuff it in the middle. Then you shuffle it, and then whenever you shuffle, I believe in Yu-Gi-Oh!, they have to cut it as a final action. They are going to visually look down and cut the deck. Guess what's gonna happen if they cut the damn face up card to the top of their deck? Will they be like at the beginning of the next turn, woo, it's a surprise for everybody. There it is. I didn't see that coming, when it's literally staring at you on the top of your library or deck or whatever the hell they call it. Would you, maybe perhaps be tempted to purposely not cut it to the top of your deck? Would you have to look away? I mean, it's like, what the hell? No matter what, you would know exactly how many cards down deep this is just by fanning your deck a little bit, which is, I guess, technically legal. I mean, you could do it in Magic. What were they thinking when they printed this card? The best thing is, as far as I could tell, this is still a legal card. You can show up to a competition with this card. How the hell would this card work at an actual competition? I would love to know that. So, at least we don't have anything this stupid in Magic. Now, if I knew more about like Vanguard and Force of Will and all that, I would probably be showing some of those cards. I don't know if they've made that dumb of a mistake lately. But just in case you really don't give a crap about Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh!, which honestly I don't, if I gave that impression, it's time to bring back the classic from Magic the Gathering. This is as close as I could get without going to an unset. Now see, uncards are just as silly. They're completely insane. I mean, they're like that level stupid. It's like every time your opponent puts their elbows on the table, you bring back this card from the graveyard or something. It's like completely mental on purpose, but they're silver bordered. Technically, this card is black bordered. It just never was legal in any set. In fact, it wasn't even from a set. But it was a real card. This was an actual real card, so I'm throwing it in. I'm talking about the $30,000 a copy-ish Splendid Genesis. It's a sorcery. It costs 4 green. Pretty uncommon there. It has no rarity symbol. Has no set symbol. Does have the artist mark on the bottom. That's cool. Shuffle all cards in the game together and deal them into 3 decks. The game continues with a new player. Yeah, you gotta go find somebody. You gotta go find a third player. What the hell? So guess what? If nobody else is home, you gotta go grab your friend's cat or something and teach it to play Magic real quick. So this card was given out to... I'm gonna massacre this. Somebody who worked at Wizards. They were having a kid, and they sent this card out because everybody knew that they worked at Wizards of the Coast and printed Magic the Gathering. So they made a special actual card and sent it out as a birth announcement for their first... daughter, I want to say. If you're interested in an actually accurate version of the story, just look it up. But anyway, yeah, it was like sent out like with a card or something like this. Only about 110 copies of the card were made, which is why it's $30,000. And he only sent it to close friends and families. So, it was Richard Garfield that did it. That's what I thought. Oh, for God's sake, I could just read the damn wiki page. It's on my second monitor right now. So, the card was made to celebrate the birth of Richard's first child, Terry Linnea. Or no, that'd be Linnea. I don't know. I'm still wondering why it's not Garfield, unless that's her middle name, or they're weirdos who name their kids 2 first names, because that'll never come up in a computer system as a glitch. So anyway, yeah, if you win the lottery, feel free to buy one of these at like a Sotheby's auction. But that was really as close as I could get in Magic to that level of stupidity in Yu-Gi-Oh! And in Yu-Gi-Oh! The card's legal. So what does that tell you about the quality of the game? But yeah, if you think about it, if you have 2 different sleeve colors, well, you got a little bit of a problem there. But honestly, you got a little bit bigger problem if you got the same sleeve color, because then you better remember exactly what was in your deck and which specific artworks were on your basic lands. Sounds like fun. If you know of any just utterly silly cards that are either, especially legal or just, printed for fun from any other trading card game, I'd love to hear about them down in the comments section because that would just be a riot. So thanks for watching, and finally, I gotta give a shout out to one of my greatest patrons on Patreon, which, by the way, I have a Patreon account, link down in the description. Check out the YouTube channel Legendary Mana, of course linked down in the description. He's pretty awesome, just started a cool new channel. They do a lot of deck techs, like really competitive ones, so I'd say the opposite of my channel, but about half my decks are competitive and half aren't. They're just fun. Oh, and I know you guys are excited about this. They also have a series about like anti-net decking, like not just, oh, you guys shouldn't do it, shame on you. It's like how to beat the top decks in the meta, what beats it, what deck just kills it. So it's kind of going for the same ideals as like me and Kevin from Rogue Deck Builder, where we like building powerful decks occasionally and we like crushing anything that's popular. Rogue decks for life. The other cool thing is they want to be super community oriented. So if you come up with a deck and they're like, yeah, totally, they'll throw it up in a video and you might like win a prize or something and, get featured. They might have like guests on their channel and stuff. So it sounds pretty awesome. I'm certainly subscribed to it. So if you're excited as well, definitely check them out. Heck, it's worth going to his channel just to see in his very first video what he looks like, because you guys know I want a good 100 to 200 videos without showing my face. That really pissed some people off, and apparently I, quote, sound like I have dark brown hair. Because that's a thing. You guys are really weird, by the way. I'll see you guys next video.